Hey, Jim, 24 hours until the return of football. Who cares? Where have you been living? Under a GD rock? 24 hours till football. The Tour de France has been on for 11 days. It's freaking amazing. And I can totally relate because I rode to work 21 miles. Regards, Adam Hawk. Jake in New York City. Unwore saddle sores. Speaking of which, Adam Hawk, I know it's early in the show for me to have a conversation with you. Normally, that is not a first-hour thing. But I have to say, the other day, I checked out one of your Instagram stories. Not something I generally do. Not something that I will generally do going forward. But I have to admit, dude, the video of you on your bike alongside the beach was looking pretty tight. What are your rides up to? How far are you riding now?
Well, thank you for saying that. It was a 32-mile ride, so I passed the personal best by 10 miles. And it was 2 days after a near-death experience. I got clip-in pedals, and I fell over into oncoming traffic, and a Jeep missed my head by 6 inches. And I'm just really happy to be alive, to be honest with you.
How did that happen? What happened?
I lost my balance because I didn't know what I was doing in these pedals. And if anyone has ever ridden, you are literally clipped into them. I only clipped one out at a stoplight, making a left, and I lost my balance and fell into incoming traffic.
I was going to say, were you doing that thing where you stop at a stoplight and you're kind of trying to balance and you were unable to do so?
Right, because I didn't know what I was doing and had no business riding in traffic with clip-in pedals on my first day. And this was Friday. And honestly, like, I went home and hugged my kids for like an hour because I thought I was dead. And then I just went and chased out with
What did the driver of the Jeep say to you? Was he pissed?
No, he was going 40 miles an hour the opposite way. So he was not pissed. He probably would have been pissed if my head was lodged inside of his axle and I ruined his car from decapitation. But luckily...
Yeah, that'd be annoying.
Yeah.
That would not be cool.
Yeah, it would not be cool for anyone. And luckily, he missed me by 6 inches. And I learned my lesson. I don't belong in clip-in pedals on the street. So now I will just ride on bike paths.
Well, there you go. Lesson learned, right?
Yes, lesson learned. Absolutely.
All right, well, thank you very much. Thanks for checking in. So anyway, I thought that the produced video of him on his bike, knowing what I know now, I wish you had produced a video of that Jeep almost running over your melon. And that would have got some views. That's a story that I would have watched. And then you could have made that one of your highlights and put that below your feed and have it up there. We can watch it over and over and over again, that near-death experience. Oh, and notice what I've been pretty good about this. You know how, quote, celebrities, and I'm not one of them, I'm not a celebrity, but you know how celebrities, if something bad happens, they generally rush to their phone and they tweet it out, like, way to go, insert airlines or whatever. I'm usually pretty careful about not doing that with this platform. But to that absolute a-hole that veered in front of me on the freeway switch today without thinking, who could have ended both of our lives, wake the hell up. Hey, let this be a reminder to anybody who's driving around right now. Just, man, be alert. Be alert, because there are idiots like Hawk and idiots like that a-hole in front of me today that missed the freeway change altogether. And rather than driving one more off-ramp and getting off and turning around and owning that mistake, homeboy or homegirl or whoever it was just decided, oh, that's not my freeway. I will just veer as far over as fast as I can without even looking at who's behind me. Van Smack could have bought it. Just a reminder. Be careful of people like that, and be careful of people like Hawk who have clip-in pedals and do not know how to use them and are trying to balance themselves at a stop sign or a stoplight. 1-800-636-8686. It says, great email, Jake. Knowing Hawk, he thinks that he can relate to Greg Louganis now. If he knew who Louganis was. I remember having Greg Louganis on Talk 2 back in the day. Way back in the day. Long before I started to interview Lance Armstrong, I had Greg Louganis on. And I remember him doing an interview after the fact where he said, you know what? Cycling is coming. I did a TV interview and the guy actually knew what he was talking about. So therefore, we must be making progress. And then when we had the house in Montana, he was in the same neighborhood. So I would look down. Like my house was above his house. He had this amazing property with like these 3 lakes. And I'd look down at this guy, I'm like, damn, my man has arrived. The sport has arrived and so has he. He's got 3 lakes on his property. Adam, do you know who Greg Louganis is? Oh my God, dude. That was absolutely incredible what he just said to me. This is absolutely amazing. Y'all ready for this? I know you're not, Hawk. I literally just asked on the air to Adam Hawk, do you know who Greg Louganis is? And his response to me, and I quote, yes, the Olympic diver. Is that why he had the lakes on his property? Man, Hawk, you were so proud of yourself with that response. Is that why he had the lakes on his property? No, idiot. You're talking about Louganis, not Lamond. Damn, Hawk, you are the absolute best. And by best, I mean worst. Dude, do you know anything about sports? At all? Oh, yeah, I know that guy. He was an Olympic diver. No, he was actually an amazing American cyclist. Is that the Olympic diver, and is that why he had those lakes on his property? Dude, I would fire you, but then what would I have to talk about? That's an all-time low for you, Hawk, honestly. Literally, that's an all-time low. Just next time I ask you if you've heard of an athlete, just be honest and say no. Don't guess.